Hello everyone and welcome to another video by Synopsis Geek. Today I'm going to discuss my thoughts and opinions upon an NBC television series with the name of Hannibal. I'm going to talk about Season 2, Episode 7, titled Yakimono. And forgive me if I pronounce the titles wrong, the first season were French titles and the second season are Japanese titles. Now, if you've been keeping up with Hannibal, then you know what's going on. Miriam Lass was just found, Jack Crawford, our main detective cop character, Jack Crawford, played by the actor of Lawrence Fishburne. Jack Crawford found Miriam Lass held up underground somewhere, where Hannibal Lecter apparently has been keeping her all this time. That's pretty much right where episode 7 picks up. We have Miriam Lass's character connecting once again with Jack Crawford's character. We have that going on, Miriam Lass, the whole, that whole sort of subplot or main plot, whatever you want to call it. And then our other sort of subplot going on is now, instead of the attention being on Hannibal Lecter, the tables have turned, and now the attention's on the character of Dr. Shilton, the one who runs the Baltimore psychiatrist center, the one that was holding, Will Graham in a cell. Now everyone seems to think that Dr. Shilton is the Chesapeake Ripper, and obviously we know that that's not the case. But that's where the attention has turned. Jack Crawford now thinks that Dr. Shilton is the the famous Chesapeake Ripper. That's pretty much the main plot details for Season 2, Episode 7, titled Yakimono, for the NBC television series by the name of Hannibal. Once again, what another fantastic episode of the NBC television series with the name of Hannibal. One of my favorite scenes in this episode, Will Graham finally, he's free, he finally has freedom, let the bells ring, he is let out of his cell, and my favorite scene is not the moment when he's let out of the cell, but the first moment he's actually able to reconnect with Hannibal Lecter's character after being out of the cell. He holds a gun towards Hannibal Lecter's face, and they pretty much, pick up their conversation right where it left off again, from the previous season. Hannibal Lecter asks him, he says, how does that make you feel? How would killing me make you feel? And Will Graham, played by the great actor Hugh Dancy, says, righteous. That was a great moment in this episode, some great dialogue, a great intense scene between these two characters. The thing about Hannibal, the NBC television series, was, with the first season and these first 7 episodes of the second season, is that each and every interaction between every character, it doesn't matter who the character is, it doesn't matter if it's a small moment in the series, it doesn't matter if it's a big moment in the series. Each and every character interaction feels important, it's memorable, they're fascinating to watch, they're entertaining. Overall, it just benefits the show in general. This has been a fantastic episode. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I have nothing bad to say about it at all because it was just such a great episode. One of my other favorite scenes is at the very end. It seems that the show is now going back to basics, I love the whole, chase sequence between Dr. Shilton. Dr. Shilton was actually one of my favorite characters. It was almost sad to see him go in the way he did, Miriam Lass, shooting him in the cheek at the end. That was kind of a devastating sequence, I thought, because over time, I really grew to like Dr. Shilton's character. He wasn't my favorite character, but he was definitely one of my many favorite characters I have. My two favorites, obviously, are Hannibal Lecter, played by the actor of Mads Mikkelsen, and Hugh Dancy, who plays the character of, special, whatever you want to call him, Will Graham. But overall, I love that whole chase sequence at the end, Jack Crawford screaming, Dr. Shilton, that, whole moment. Jack Crawford really thinks it's Dr. Shilton, and now it seems that the show's going back to basics. Once again, we have our 3 friends, Jack Crawford, Will Graham, Hannibal Lecter, and they're sitting at the table having dinner. It seems that as far as everyone is concerned, not Will Graham, but it seems as far as Jack Crawford's concerned, the Chesapeake Ripper is dead. But obviously we as an audience know that's not true. I love the whole concept of Will Graham returning back to returning back to Hannibal Lecter's care. Once again, Hannibal Lecter is going to be Will Graham's psychiatrist, so they'll be going through that whole psychiatry process, and overall that's just sort of a great thing, because that's where the series started out, and now the series is returning to that format, and I just think that's a really cool concept. Once again, thanks for watching another video by Synopsis Geek for my review of Season 2, Episode 7, titled Yakimono, for the NBC television series by the name of Hannibal. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to my page below, and I'll see you guys later with more videos by Synopsis Geek.